examples for literacy skills where you would have an activity and you're explicitly teaching the difference between sounds and things like that for phonological awareness. So I'm going to focus on early literacy with examples to support literacy skills. The reason to focus on literacy skills is basically, as you all know, there's a huge word gap between kids who are at risk and then kids who have parents who have been to college. So if you are in a family where your parents both went to college, you're going to hear more words. And that gap is really hard for us as teachers to close, which leads to the importance of oral language. So oral language is also a predictor of reading success and then academic success. So we can use circle time to increase oral language. You're going to want to introduce really big words, and then at your centers, you're going to give kids an opportunity to use those big words. And then at the end of the day, you're going to ask them like what they learned. So we're focusing on literacy, and we want kids to have meaningful conversations with a chance to use their vocabulary. So the other thing we're focusing on is social-emotional skills. So the research about social-emotional skills shows that children who have positive relationships with others have a higher chance of academic success. So we want students to be able to recognize their emotions and be able to interact with each other. So if you have a program, it doesn't matter which sort it is, that teaches kids how to express their emotions, you are setting them up to be successful for the rest of their educational career. So when I've done this activity, with a smaller group over more time, I say, what's your favorite thing to do at circle time? What do you do? Teachers come up with things like numbers, shapes, colors, promoting attention span. Discussions about what they're learning, sharing information, finger plays counting, all of those sort of things. And the teacher might explain things that are coming up, then maybe role plays and games. But as I mentioned before, the most important thing is at circle time is the kids are engaged. So it can be fun and rigorous and academically challenging at the same time. We have to be really intentional and planned, because we know kids can't sit still for long. So you can stop circle time when kids are no longer engaged. So, things like, I picked a long story today, we're going to stop. Right now we're going to have, lunch and play outside, and then we're going to read the end of this story at the end of the day. I wonder what's going to happen. So you're going to teach the children that, you need their attention, and it's okay for them to move. They can't keep sitting still, and you can't keep saying, crisscross applesauce, which is a New England thing. So circle time is also used as a preview or a review of events. So you can introduce a new topic or you follow up on a shared experience. So some of the people that were in this room before were talking about project-based learning. Obviously at centers, there's the hands-on experience.